So as a content creator and as a multimedia person actually at work, I have to generally carry a lot of things with me, mostly my camera stuff. And as you can see, this doesn't really quite fit into my saddlebags. So I have the problem where, how do I carry this? Do I struggle with putting on a backpack and wearing it for the long ride and really hurting my back and shoulders while riding? Or do I figure something else out? Maybe pack smaller. Or the third option, which is what we're going with, a tour pack. Let's go. So the route we're going to be going is with a tour pack, and it's going to be slightly different, but thanks to TCMT, we are actually going to be installing one of their tour packs on top of the Road King Special. So let's go ahead and start doing that. And these are the steps you're really going to be doing in order to do so. So the first thing we did was we made sure the bracketry parts actually mounted up onto the bike, and they do, so that works out perfectly. Just wanted to double check and make sure that everything is gonna work as it should. Next thing, open up the saddlebag, take out the liner that is already included, and you will see there are already holes pre-drilled. What is English? There are holes already pre-drilled inside of here, but they're not drilled all the way through. And you have a metal plate that we now have to line up and make sure, just double check and make sure all the holes are lining up. So now we're gonna be guesstimating on where the holes are as we start to flip it over. And I think it's gonna be right about here. So if we want to, we can just put some tape right here. So that way we don't strip any paint or chip any paint. Strip, chip, dip, rip. Don't give me no lip, boy. So this is a 1/8 drill bit, and it's a cobalt grade. That just kind of helps drill through anything. Just makes the job a little bit easier. Drill right through.
Hit the center.
Always helps to have your bolt as a reference too, so you know when you hit that point.
Well, we need to get that speed off.
Sounds like it. So once you finally get all those screws done, it's actually pretty much already mounted. You just can go ahead and put your liner on inside, and you can just go ahead and attach the backrest, which we're going to be doing right now. And so before you go ahead and start putting on the backrest, there are going to be a couple hidden holes inside of here, which are going to be, let's raise this up for you guys. You see these two, there's a hidden hole right there and another hidden hole right behind there, and then another little tiny hole right there as well. You want to pay attention to those tiny holes because those are the ones that are actually going to allow the backrest to be drilled into. And so then once you finally get it on, it is as simple as that. You can be pretty much done. And as you can see, once you open it, it fits the entire backpack, just like that. And you can be done there, but I have one more step I'm going to do to take it just a little bit farther and make it a little bit more personal. So let's jump to a couple days later. And now it is officially a couple days later. So now I'm actually able to put in my foam to actually make it just a little bit more personal for my Tour Pak. So now let's go ahead and start putting it all together so you guys can truly see exactly what I'm going to be making here. I finally got the foam. It is really big. It is bigger than the Tour Pak itself, but that is exactly what I wanted. I wanted something to where I can cut around and not have to raise stuff. So this stuff was actually a little hard to find for a decent price, so I will make sure to link it down in the description down below, so that way if you want to get it yourself, you can. So essentially all we're going to be doing, I have a couple of these. These are 3-inch sections. I have a couple of these. I will be just laying it out over on top and I will be making my cuts. So just take your time and we'll figure it out together. Whew, got it. Just taking a lot of time, making sure it's able to close. It works out just perfectly. So now here comes the fun part. Organizing all of your equipment. With this, I'm gonna remove the top layer and start on the bottom layer for all the things I'm not gonna use quite as much. And you're gonna wanna do this by laying everything out first before you go ahead and start tearing pieces away. Do it as smart as you can. Now everything's laid out on the bottom level and I'm leaving a little bit of space over here because I do have something coming in a couple weeks that I'm going to be waiting for. That's going to be very exciting. So here, let's just go ahead and start tearing out for each individual piece now. And there, now we can see this is fully secured in there. It's got all the padding nice around it. It's not going anywhere. Exactly like that. Repeat that 100 times until you have all of your equipment securely inside. Just like that. And so I actually ended up deciding to only go with one layer and it works better. Let me take down the camera so you guys can see how everything is laid out and I'll pull up my phone just so you guys can see it just a little bit better with everything inside of it. So from here, you can really see just how I have all this laid out. I have my camera. I do have a couple loose items just because these are the ones that are really going to be moving around a lot. I have my extra batteries and some cables in here. I have some of my audio equipment in here, but these can easily be moved in order to release all of the much more sensitive equipment that I'd really want to have secure. I have my drone, I have this, I have one of my lenses, I have another one of my lenses, I have my monitor. Again, just sensitive equipment that is laid down and secured. I'm not worried about the GoPros or the 360 camera because those are action cameras. They're meant to be taking a beating. And here you can see all of the waste I have from cutting up. So hopefully this just gives you a better idea and you can still see it still easily closes, no problem at all. With still plenty of room to add on that little extra thing that I was mentioning earlier. This tour bag really has been amazing. I really do think it is really high quality, especially for the price point. Going with the Harley-Davidson saddlebag is, I believe, around $1,200 to $1,500, depending on the color you go with. I believe it's $1,200 if you get everything in just vivid black. So that's pretty dang expensive. But this is a very comparable, very affordable price for a saddle, for a Tour Pak, and it is honestly amazing. I honestly love using this. I've been using this every single day. It has been holding so much for me. It has been so amazing to use, and I'm so excited to use it with the foam now for whenever I have to go into work or whenever I have to do certain projects with it. I'm really excited. So now whenever I'm going to do more trips, I will have all of my camera equipment with me from now on. So I'm so excited. So thank you TCMT for sending this over to me. If you guys want yours, make sure you go ahead and check out the description down below. Honestly, I highly recommend this. I have people that are looking at this. They say it looks so amazing. It looks factory on the bike. My wife says it's so much more comfortable to sit up to instead of the sissy bar. Everything about this is really worth the price. I wish I got this sooner. So thank you again, TCMT, for sending this on over. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned some things. Hopefully you found some new creative things that you may be able to do with yours. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you like this type of content, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you ring that bell notification. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.